Okay guys, here is a new live game commentary coming in for this. I'd particularly like to welcome all of the people who subscribed to the channel over the last month really. It's really exciting that we've got not a huge number, we've got a couple of hundred people who are interested in what I'm doing on 10 Minutes to Go, so I'm very grateful for that. I've got another video coming down the pipe that one of you new guys asked for, but right now I just thought I'd do another quick live commentary video as I play a game. So here we go. So on PandaNet, I'm looking for a game, find opponent, 1 minute think time, and then 25 stones in 10 minutes. So the settings with maximum weak of 3, maximum stronger 1. Let's go and see what the game throws up at us. So we're just waiting, and here we are. Wow, I'm white against a black player with a 3-stone handicap. So when we play relatively high handicap, let's just greet our opponents. Hi there. Oops, capital, didn't mean to do that. Good game. When we play a high handicap game, we've got to establish a presence on the board pretty quickly, and so I'm going to come straight in at the 4-4 and assuming that that corner of the board is going to be okay. He said thank you for the game, so he's done a knight move approach to the 4-4, and I'm going to pincer here, drive him into the corner and go for the outside, because making points in the corner of the board isn't really going to give me anything here. This isn't a particularly good move by him. The one space jump is not great, but he now might dive for the corner. If he comes out again, I'll take the space. Let me just put the coordinates on and enlarge the screen to full size so we can see what's going on. Yeah, so he's attached here. So he's going to get a shape on the lower side depending on what he does. In this area here around OPQ 345, but currently the M3 stone is constraining that, so he's gone down. So I'm going to go down as well to deny him the corner, so I get 6 or 8 points in the corner now. And really I'm looking now for an opportunity, a move that he plays that I simply don't have to defend, so I can jump the M3 stone out to J3 and make a base on the left of this black group that really doesn't have eyes at the moment. So we'll see what he does. That's what's happening in the game. Meanwhile, I'm looking elsewhere. 3-4-4 stones. That's my cat arriving. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You just don't have to make a noise. So he's attached to my stone, so I'm going to come up, which means I can make a shape on the edge. If he Hane's underneath at M2, I can counter Hane L and then make some shape. Let's see what he does, and I'll try and keep the cat from making a noise. So you're going to lie down. You're going to have a rest. Okay. He's taking quite a while to think about these early stones, which sometimes makes me nervous when I'm playing on PandaNet, because often I have come across people playing on PandaNet and using some kind of AI. So he made a bamboo joint, so I'm going to make a shape move here. And I expected that, and now I've got a living shape there. So what's the exchange? Black's still got this weak group. I've got a living group in the corner. Do I need to do anything about that? I don't really want to, but I need to do something. If I play here, he plays here. I'm just going to attach there, just to make sure to widen the base, because you've got to widen the base to make sure that you've got some eye shape on the enough space here on the edge H, J, K, L, 1 and 2, because you need between 6 and 8 points in order to make 2 eyes. And this group is clearly going to have to live independently for now. I'm hoping that later in the game I can come back and either seriously damage or kill the black group at OPQ 345 and see what we can do there. But right, so he's wedged in. He can't cut below. He could cut above. And sorry about the cat. She is quite a vocal girl that we've had for just over a year now. She's a rescue cat, so she is going to make a little noise for a minute. Come on my knee. Yeah, so if you hear a loud purring, so he's backed off from that. He's and I'll just make a tiger mouth there to secure those points. It's not really a point shape. This is an attacking group. But what I'd like to do is get a move now on the left-hand side in that left-hand corner, so black doesn't get too much of that corner with the 3-stone handicap. But I think that's okay. I could have tanuki'd that, but then he could have cut at the outside at J5, and that would have done further damage. The presence of the white stone now at H5 is quite a helping stone. Yeah, so he's come out. So I'd love to make a point move, but I think I'm going to just reduce this corner, because these black stones on the right hand side, the OPQ group, aren't contributing territory. If he settles this corner, or indeed extends the corner out along the left hand side, that will contribute points. I think he'll come down and block. That's right. And I'm just going to make a shape move again, so that I can squash him down. If he comes out on top, I can back away, and then I'm going to go for a big move on the right hand side up on the 4th line, somewhere like P9 or Q9, just to secure myself some territory on that side of the board. Yeah, so we can come here. Yeah, I can ignore that, so we can enlarge this right hand side. Okay, that's all good. So right now, in terms of points on the board, black has got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, say 20 points in the lower left corner. So I need to add in at least 20 points on the right, so I need another stone on the right, and I've got 10 points in the middle. These black stones are contributing nothing. So the game's about even. Nothing shut in. This group could really do with developing towards this corner, or using this as an anchor. That's the sort of thing I'm looking to do. Okay, so he's come in directly. So I'm just going to use the weakness of this group as a threat to him. And so I think your OR8 stone is a little bit of an overplay. You've gone a bit deep, given that you're weak on the outside, and we'll see how that turns out and what's going to happen there. You know, we should never underestimate our opponents. I mean, given that 8Q on PandaNet is not to be sneered at. It's something that any kind of single-digit Q on PandaNet is somebody that's actually made a reasonable commitment to the game and has a good understanding of what's going on the Go board. And we're all, as we know, we're all on that journey of finessing. Okay, so he's gonna. Okay, he's pushing in, and now I'm just looking to secure the life of my group by having the corner points and then attacking these two black stones from the outside at somewhere like R10. That would do just fine, whilst trying to keep my cat quiet from meowling, which she does there. So that's a move. That's not going to disconnect me. So he's not managed to disconnect my group. And so I played the P5 stone so that he couldn't disconnect me. And now we just make a reduction base here. That was a good exchange for him. So we're just now going to double approach the corner, just to see what he does, because he left that cornerstone, the 4-4, on its own. I could have dived in underneath, but the top side is still fairly loose. and I'd like to get a presence, and yeah, so I'll just take the corner. There is a Joseki sequence here that he could have followed, but this move works if he's interested in the outside rather than corner. But right now I'm looking to get some points on this board that matches the points that black has got in the lower left, and that's, we've counted that out at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines at 3, so 15, maybe 20 points. So he's gone for that side, so I'll take the top side, and then I do need to get these two out. I can't allow him to build a continuous territory on the right hand side, so we've got a bit of a fight coming now. His thinking is interesting. He is giving quite a lot of reflection time to his moves. I think I started to say earlier that sometimes I have been on PandaNet and people who spend a lot of time thinking, yeah, I'm going, are you running some kind of AI analysis on a separate screen or a separate, you know, on a laptop? And people do this. It's not respectful of your opponent to play with anything other than your own ability, but people do. Okay, so I'm just going to jump out here because I can't be cut here. If he comes, I can push and wedge and cut the two groups apart. The white group, this black group here, can be separated from this black group here in a number of ways, so I'm not worried about that. But I wanted to strengthen up this group to make the 3 black stones above it now look a bit vulnerable and a bit weak. Yeah, so they've come out. So if I come here, he's likely to push here, so I'm going to come out here first, because I think the 3 stones on the top side, yeah, this is not going to, what happens if he does that? Then we get ko. We want a ko. So, but he is reducing my eye space significantly now. Well, there's an interesting move, isn't it? So he'll have to now play N6 to stop my pushing out and cutting the stones there, in which case I will play O9, making a bamboo joint so I can cut on the outside. And then pretty quickly I need to play S4 followed by T2. So that's 2. This is S4 is the centre. I think he'll respond, but I need a goat just to protect all of the points in that lower right hand corner. He is being very slow. I either like that because he's being thoughtful, or he's got something else in mind. I would very much like him to be able to dislocate his 2 groups by playing at N6, but I don't think he's going to be that cute. Okay, he's got 3 moves in 47 seconds. His timing is getting a bit, he's just flashed yellow on his timer. So we'll see what happens now. Still got 3 moves, 10 seconds a move, unless he's formulating a rapid development plan. Looks, oh, he's played. Okay, there we go. So we'll get that move in place. Okay, I'm going to create, I just think I'm going to connect out. because this keeps everything cooked and apart. So he gets 25 more stones. Of that one, do I want the outside or the inside? I want this group inside to live. So the white group, by the inside group I mean this group on the QRST 1214, this group, yes. So we're just going to, can I play here? No, let's just play that one there. Odd game now. This has turned into a bit of a brawl. This isn't particularly elegant go by either of us, I don't think. We're kind of bashing around a bit. We can kind of say that thing when our opponent plays moves that are very obvious. It's an obvious move. So his last move was clearly aiming at my cutting point when he played at Q10. He played it knowing what I was going to play in advance. I wasn't going to let him cut there, so he plays that. So it's now he now gets a sente. I'm not so now worried. Okay, so that is okay for me. That's okay. I'm not worried. What I was going to say is I'm not so worried about eyes now because I can easily get one eye in the corner. Yeah, let's do that. And we may as well do that and see if he wants to fight a co. And then if he connects, I'll just connect at O 14. Okay. So he's played a threat move. I can see what he's doing. I can't quite tell here whether I've got one player or two players. And again, it's an odd thing on PandaNet or indeed any Go serve. You're never quite sure who you're playing. It has a strange feel to me, like there might be a second player involved in this. Okay, so we'll make sure the group on the upper side lives. And I played there because I didn't want him to, okay. What are we going to do now? Play there. I still might have to go back and live in the corner. Wow. What I'm thinking here is that if he connects here, then I can connect outside. Because he can't disconnect these two. And eventually I'll have to go back and make two eyes here. But if he doesn't do something with the P13 stone now, I'm going to come just down and eat that. It's whether that one's important to him. All of this for me is about having my group having two eyes, and we shall see. But again, as you can see, he's taking a lot of time on his manoeuvres here. Okay, so he's going to do that. So I'm going to come outside. Yep, let's do that. And then I'm going to trigger the co in a minute, because I've got, let's trigger this co. Because I've got two cutting points here, one on the outside at O15 and one at the inside at Q15. So if he protects one, I'll take the other, then he'll have to fight the co back. And this strangely shaped group here, the M group, the M14 group, MNO14, it's kind of slightly odd, but it has got this I in it. At some point I might want to, okay, so he's protected there, so I'm going to take that one. So he's taken the co back. What should we do? What shall we do for co-threat? I'm going to play that one and secure all the eyes in the corner. So then if he answers that, I get some profit here. Actually, I might be able to kill the group, that black group on the side. Because it'll now be short of eyes. If I take the co back and ignore a co-threat and connect, then I can kill all of this black group. It's got such bad shape. Okay, well, I'm just going to take the co back. Because he didn't answer my co-threat. And I think I can pretty much ignore anything. He might play a co-threat somewhere around here, around P, disconnecting the corner from the outside. He might do that. But then I've got to decide whether it's bigger for me to give up this corner and okay, we'll just take this and connect all of that. And deny him the corner. So he can live, but now all of my white stones are connected, which is great for me, and it means this black group on the outside is disconnected, and and this group's not alive. It hasn't got eyes. I mean, I could start another co here, but that's just a bit. Can you make two eyes here? I don't think so. I don't think that's going to work. Okay, we'll do this. If he blocks this one, then I can take this eye away, so he's got one eye here with a stone blocking it, and then I can take both of his eyes away on this side. So I think this group, the black group here, is dead. So I really need to develop out along the upper side somewhere like F16 and approach that corner now. It's been, I mean, it's not yet over. I don't want to kind of crow too early on this one. It's a 3-stone handicap game. He's got that big advantage on the board, but he's kind of left too many weak groups. And now, it's just interestingly, with the stone at S11, I can connect the S11 stone to the S7 stone through a monkey jump to T8, which I think means that everything on that side is also going to die. He's thinking a lot of time. The other reason I know I've been a bit unreasonable. Okay, so we're going to go here so we don't lose that stone. Okay, so he's going to make an eye here. So he wants his 2 eyes. I can't stop the 2 eyes. So I'll make you play the monkey jump. But that does mean I have to kill him. It's interesting, isn't it? And I myself are now starting to run short on eye space. So maybe I've read this completely wrong. Yeah, okay. That's what I'm going to do now. So nobody's going to have any eyes here. Or I can get an eye in the corner. It's going to run out of time, I'm afraid, guys. This is looking to be an interesting fight, but he can't push into the corner at the same time as protect this cutting point here, the cutting point at S6. So if he protects the cutting point at X6, I can make at least one eye in the corner, and this group's got an eye. Thank you for the game. Timeout. Thank you for the game. Thank you. Did I get a win by a timeout there? It hasn't come up yet. Let me just check. There you go. I won a time. Okay. Well, that was let's look at what was going on in that fight. So he quite rightly he lived here. White's alive here, but this white group, although got lots of liberties, isn't yet alive. The problem for black, and I'm just gonna make a quick cut in the video and bring the SGF up, so I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, so here we are. I've now loaded up an editable .sgf. Let's get the coordinates up and go to big screen again. So the issue that was being faced, although this white group here doesn't have eyes, if he pushes in here, I can cut here, and then even if he makes an eye for this group, which he has now, He can't disconnect this group. Can he make an eye here? No, then white plays here. Black takes that, but that's a false eye. White short on eye space, but now I've got outside liberties. So if white plays here, black plays here, Atari, white plays here. Black here, white here. Black, white, black's dead. I've got too many liberties on the outside. If it had gone the other way, if after this exchange, when I gave up the one stone, the reason for giving up the one stone is after this one, is that if, and after black here, if I'd have connected here, black could clearly have pushed through and cut and has got more liberties. So I had to block here rather than here, and that meant I gave up the one stone and then made the tiger mouth, which gave me this option to deliver. So he connected here, then he went back, made two eyes. Okay, so the other option for black here would have been to descend here, and this would have meant that this black group was alive, but white would then have had to Atari once here, and if black connected, white pushes again, black blocks, white cuts. And now black has only got one eye, but we get another semi-eye. This time, this black group would be alive because black can push down, white blocks, and black connects, and white simply cannot stop black getting two eyes. So it's then a fight against the white group against this black one-eye group in the top. But I think all of that actually comes down to the fact that at this point, when we had the co, this just wasn't a good enough co-thread. I mean, there were, in fact, after he took the co, and I played that co-thread, I think probably the most sensible thing for him to do would have been to connect out. Anyway, that's a different game of Go. That'll do for now. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Again, a huge thank you to all the new channel subscribers. It's great to have you on board. If you have any requests, anything you'd like to see, anything you'd like me to do, then please post in the comments section below. I do read all comments and I do respond to all comments. You know, we're not a 5,000, 10,000 person channel. There's couple of hundred of us in 10 minutes to go. And so that's small enough and loose enough for us to be in contact and share our love and appreciation of this fantastic game. All right, guys, see you soon. Bye for now.